welcome to the Rollup Lounge. I'm your host, Tommy Guns. In this show, we talk to thriving people in the skate community, and our guests today are NBK, Natural Born Killaz.
Yo, yo.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man?
Doing good.
Pretty good.
Good, good.
Good to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
the invite.
Couple champs.
Yeah.
It's looking good. All
Shout out
right.
to Rollup.
Yeah.
First question. Where does the name come from, NBK?
Just being naturally born, being a natural born killer, whatever you do. Just going at 110% through life, and what we all love is skating. So it's just kind of simple. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing that took too hard to think about.
Yeah, natural born killers. So yeah, basically y'all feel like y'all was born to do this.
Yeah.
Y'all was born to kill in this
We've been
this
doing
culture.
it for so long,
Mm-hmm.
and just the dedication, turning something fun into more than a hobby. It's a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So I just all feel like that we all have the same vision. You know what I mean? As far as where it could go, the different type of levels we could take it to. We all natural born killers.
What was it? What made y'all start the group?
What made me start it was just honestly wanting to be a part of the change when it comes to the culture. And I felt like the people who are NBK they're soldiers, they're leaders. You know, it's not just sliding NBK, it's NBK. You know what I mean? It's everybody's a leader in their own way. Everybody's a boss. Everybody has their own channel. If you know what I mean, if I put it in a way like that. So
Yeah, I feel like when I see y'all out there, I do feel like I see y'all as a unit, and then I can see y'all very, like, y'all unique as well. Like, Slide, you don't skate the same way that Vegas does. Maury does. Renzo don't skate like none of y'all. So, I mean, 1,000, I agree with that. Like, what are some of y'all's goals as skaters and as a brand? Like, what are y'all's goals?
my take on what our goals are is for us to spread the culture throughout every state. Doesn't matter if they're showing love, is quote unquote skate talk, as far as them playing our culture music. They don't have to play our culture music, but just introducing our culture to people who may not even know about it. You know what I mean? It's not always negative, the reason why they don't play stride music at a rink. They genuinely might not know about us. And Columbus is small still, you know, so I just feel like we can be that change.
Yeah.
Like I said, as far as all of us, we're all willing to travel, we're all willing to put in the dedication to spread the word.
I feel it. As skaters, like, what would you say, like, your goal is as a skater?
To just share my love for it, honestly. A lot of my reasons are, they're more opinionated just for me, just because of my life. You know what I mean? How I got connected to skating. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's mind opening. It can ease your soul. You know what I mean? It's the same way with music.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like me personally, like I think everybody has goals, and nobody has the same goals, and I think that's what makes like you saying your opinion. That's your opinion about it. That's why you go down your lane and you do your style. Like, and everybody strides, but everybody's style is different because everybody's trying to work on what they're trying to work on in the style. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Vegas? Like, what would you say, like, some things that you working on?
As far as like skating,
As far as being NBK, a skater in NBK.
so when it comes down to NBK, I focus a lot on just branding us, and just that's where our slogan "Did they see us" came from, and it's just putting ourselves out there. And there was a point in time where NBK was a group, but NBK wasn't recognized as a group, and it's still kind of that. A lot of people associate us with our former group. A lot of people don't know about us. So I strive to put things out there and just branding ourselves and, creating shirts and just anything of that nature, and wanting to take it as far as putting things out to the community, like supporter shirts and things like that. That's the vision that I work on, and then looking at just trying to go down the lane of throwing a party, not necessarily at home, but just doing it a little different, and just like I said, going city to city, and just trying to organize an event that we can just throw in other cities, and still give them what they are known for to do, and then just show them what NBK is about and where we come from in the Columbus side of things.
NBK tour coming near you.
NBK tour, we could look at it like that.
NBK tour coming near you.
Well, yeah, I agree because I mean, people don't know. I mean, all it takes is one song to unite styles. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you when it comes to like, I'll come anywhere and hear your music because I don't know what I'll stride to. I don't know what I'll stride to in a different city. I'm a fan of a lot of these East Coast styles based on their music mainly. So it's like I can't wait to go there, see what they have, and show them what I got. So 1,000. What about you, Maury? Like as far as like being an MBK, what I'm saying? What are you looking to, bring to the table and moving forward?
So pretty much, I study music. So I pretty much want to give, out of the millions of songs that's made out there, I can say about 200 more that we can probably skate to. So that's what I do. I study the music and share it with them and say, yo, is this a good song? You think people will roll to this? So what I want to do is just introduce everybody into a new style of music, which still falls within the line of funk, East Coast, West Coast, or et cetera,
The culture in general.
Yeah.
I 1,000 feel you on that. So yeah, we got striders, we got a DJ in the crew now. I mean, things is moving up. And I guess maybe I already answered this, but what can the public expect from y'all's group? Can they expect y'all to, throw events, traveling? Can they expect that from y'all moving forward?
Most definitely. Just being. I just say, a lot of people can expect just seeing us a lot more involved, and just being more supportive of other groups. We're not self-centered. That's one thing about us. We all have our own identity. We're all we're a team, but we have our own lane, like you were saying. But we strive to make sure others know we support them as well.
Yeah.
And just doing collaborations, just seeing our name pop up on flyers, come near the future, just seeing us, just doing everything. Like we gonna have our hands on everything. That's all it is. Like everybody in our group brings something different to the table, and we all have the same vision to grow, but we have a different vision of doing it. And we all anything that we need, there's somebody in the group that can do it.
Yeah.
If when it comes to DJing and music, we got Jamari. Comes to designing things like logos, we got Low Dog.
Low Dog.
Then when it comes to me, like I just like I said, I just go for our branding, and I take Renzo's work, Low Dog's work, and I put it on shirts. I design that. That's what I bring. Slide. He a little bit of everything, and just he brings the ideas. And I take the burden of bringing those ideas to life. So that's kind of it's a trickling effect, and we all work together, and that's what separates us from a lot of people, because a lot of people don't have that. I mean, who am I to really say that? But I know what we got, and we gonna show the world what we got.
I think that's what you say. It sounds like that's what you're saying too. You haven't seen it yet out of other people. I mean, evidence is in the site. Who are the members of NBK? How many members y'all got?
Now 8.
8.
Yeah. Recently, it's me, it's Vegas, Renzo, we got JT.
That's 4.
We have Gifted.
Theo. Yep.
Sauce. I'm sorry. He did change it up.
All
It's
right.
no longer Gifted. It's Sauce. And you have Young, which is one of our new crossers, OG Todd, if you know
Todd, OG Todd.
OG
We know who
Todd.
OG Todd is.
We were extremely grateful that he even, considered us. So, he one of our treasures too.
This is a big deal. Like to me, what he just said is a big deal, because usually we go to the OGs, but now the OG is coming to this crew, NBK, and to me, it's like it's inspiration. He had to be inspired by what y'all was doing in some way, form, or fashion.
Yeah, and we got Sir Boogie,
Sir,
and we got BJ.
and oh yeah.
Just want to
Ate
make sure
them things.
I'm finished there,
Yeah,
buddy.
that's a fact. That's a fact. I got excited, but yeah, can't forget about Sir Boogie and BJ.
Definitely not.
And they all how long have collectively, how can you who's been, best way to say it, who's been skating the least amount of time out of all of y'all, and what time, and how many years is that?
Wow, like total time, the least amount.
Not total time, because like
If-
y'all all been skating. I know it's some people with decades, but like who's been skating the least, and how long is that?
I would say me.
No. I mean, if you consider when you left, but
No, like when we first started,
Mm-hmm.
it was probably me. Because you was skating
Daquan.
before me. Daquan was skating before. He was a cutter before I started.
yeah, no, I'm saying what you're saying. Well,
I guess
it's so long to where it's almost like everybody just kind of took breaks. Everybody may have took like a little break, but it's
Vegas was
it's
gone,
it's
Sir
that
Boogie was
hard,
gone.
You know what I'm saying?
And I understand
Yeah,
Daquan was
was
gone.
gone.
I understand. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I came back from college. I took a break because I went off to school, and then I just came back and ended up getting into it.
I
So
understand. And I guess my whole point is like, there's a history with all of y'all. There really ain't no number. I really wasn't expecting y'all to come up with a number anyway. It's kind of a trick
yeah,
question
it's
for real,
kind
for real.
of hard for real.
Because that's how much experience. So really, would you say it takes experience to even be a part of your crew? And what would it actually? That's an even better question. What would it take to be a part of your crew?
I would say it's not more so for experience, but dedication, and as far as having determination to get to the level of where we're at. So you don't have to be skating for a long ass time, but if you're willing to train to get to, at least to be able to keep up with the soldiers, then yeah. That's not the only thing that we look into. We also make a collective decision. It's not nothing of
It's no dictatorship.
Slide says such, and it's none of that. It's the whole. It's everybody. It's a brotherhood. So everybody decides, and everybody takes time. Everybody has their own opinion of how your efforts look and all of that. It gets greasy. It's not just an overnight thing.
It's a mastermind.
Yeah, it's a system to it.
So, yeah, that's fire. That's fire. So you have to do something. You have to be a certain type of character to be in this crew. We're not talking about straight up skill set. That's not what admits you.
Yeah.
But even with that being said, do you feel like in this culture today that you could get somebody to your level, to NBK's level, like what you're saying, like
yes.
up the bar?
Yes, as long as you got the efforts. Oh,
As long as you got a pair of skates.
We got some of the sweetest teachers over here of all, and that's like you said, that's everybody has their own style of striding. So it's like you're gonna get so much sauce coming over here, and everybody has their own way of coming across as a teacher too. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's elite training. It's elite training, especially when we're serious.
And
It's the efforts that drive us to want to train you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How hard you want to rep NBK. You act like this group is yours. That's what I tell them all the time. Don't just act like you just
following orders.
join it. You just follow. I'm not no giving orders type of dude. You know what I mean? So it's just act like it's yours. You know what I'm saying? Own it. But go ahead.
no, so the thing about it is what we recognize, and we can train anybody. Anybody can be taught. But what really catches my focus is seeing that strive of wanting it. There's wanting it, and then there's just wanting to be a part of it because
I agree.
of the hype, you know. And we all know how we came up. We came up, you know, just wanting to be with the best. Like we wasn't just at the rink and let me go follow them, let me try to learn something and then go home. Like nah, like we spent hours watching YouTube videos and out in, you know, session after session at the rink. We was fortunate enough to be with a lot of OGs before they, you know, was on their way out and stopped skating. So and we just wanted it. Like we wanted to be like them. We wanted to be as good as them. We wanted to be recognized as good as them, and we just had that push. And when you see that in somebody that's a newer skater, you know, like you can tell the difference. And it's not about like, cause it's not about us just reaching out and teaching, because we can do that, but it's the will and the strive for greatness. Like you have to have that and you have to show that. And a lot of people, you know, they don't have that, but there are some. And they'll show themselves. So I like to spend my time with those people who want it as bad as I do. Like Wavy, CCP Wavy. He's somebody I recognize. He watches all of our videos. He knew me before I even knew him. He introduced himself to me and said my name before I didn't even have a crowd cutter shirt on. I mean a NBK shirt on. And you know, he does his studying. Like those are the type of people that I want to extend my training to and show them the way. You know, I've dealt with trying to extend my way of showing other people, and it's just like, you know, I get arrogance in return, and it's like they just know it all. You know, you got to be a student. You got to recognize that you're a student, and when you learn something, you can't take that as I got it down packed now. You always gonna be learning. This is a years long training, years and years to learn and get to where you want to get to in the stride world. Like I was not always like this.
Right.
I was not always like this. The fact that I'm here where I'm at now is because of that dedication and just wanting it. Like you gotta want it.
That's a fact. Yeah, there's one crazy thing is I don't like the phrase, okay, I get it now, because like you just said, you never get it. It's more like, I think more of the skate sense of accomplishment is I feel it now. You know what I mean? Because you know what a subpar strider looks like.
Most definitely.
So when you see, even when that subpar turns into, oh, I know he feels it now. I don't even have to, because I feel him now. That's how it's levels to it. So
it is. And they don't have to, there's people that I've seen grow in the stride world, and they don't necessarily have to get it from us.
Right.
But I've seen people start off how I started off, and how we all started off, and then they just continuously got better. They found their way, and they figured themselves out. It's all about finding yourself. It's all about finding, you know, you go through the stages of, you know, cloning someone's identity. You go through that phase of wanting to be like somebody. Everybody at one point in their stride life wanted to stride like somebody. And, you know, you go through a clone phase. That phase is out, and you turn it into your own thing. And it turns into, you start taking things from the people that you learned it from and just making it your own. You know, and that's just what it's all about. And you never master it. You never master it. Like you just keep on learning. You just keep on learning, and there's steps to your life when it comes to striding. Like different age groups, different ages, you get a different type of funk with it. You know, you get a different type of feel. Your stride changes and evolves over time. It just takes time. That's just all it is. Like the more time you put in, the more it just changes. Like you're not gonna show up at the rink starting off early on, and then the next week you're not gonna be smooth right away. And you can't beat yourself up about it, but you gotta know and be humble enough to know that you still got a lot of learning to do. And if you give yourself that humbleness, always carry yourself with humbleness, and you're gonna go far. That's the biggest thing about striding. You can't be arrogant. You can't be big-headed, because the bigger your head is, the more you're gonna get humbled by the humblest of them all. And you just gotta take that with a grain of salt, and just be willing to know that you just gotta stay humble. That's all it is.
We're gonna be back with NBK. We're gonna get into the champs. We're gonna get into our newfound DJ in the culture. We're gonna get into a lot more. Right back. Bang.
No, we gotta know. How does it feel, brother? How does it feel?
Gone for 5 years, but now I'm back since you missed it. I've been doing this for 10 years, man. Ain't nothing that they can do to me that I ain't already did. It was a good battle. Playing down to NBK. Respect all the other battlers, man. Randy was a good battler. Nobody expected Randy to make it to the final.
That's a fact.
Yeah, $100 if somebody told me Boogie and they winning bracket.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
To the end. Y'all can't tell him shit. Hey, this boy good.
Hey, one last thing. Why they call you Vegas?
You take a gamble when you follow me. Don't nobody win in Vegas.
All right, we back. We back with NBK. And we're gonna start with Vegas. Newfound SBA champ, man.
Yes, sir.
First off, man. How does it feel to be the champ?
It feels great. I say it's well deserved. I say, I definitely put the work in, and my skills was able to get showcased, and I just gave it my all. Kept it clean, followed the rules, and it took me all the way to the champ. Knowing where I came from, it's a beautiful feeling to be the champion, and it's a starstruck moment. The day that I got it, it just felt great. Just like I said, knowing my history and knowing my upcoming. When it comes to the stride game, like I can see everything play out vividly to this day. So it's definitely a great feeling. Be the first. This is the first ever SBA tournament, and to be the first to carry this belt, it's just a great feeling.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What do you think separates you from the competition?
Just being free flowing, not being in my head about it, just letting the music carry me. And I feel like a lot of people went into it just thinking about what they was gonna do to try to mess up their opponent. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but if I just went into every battle with just a free mind and just knowing that my skate style is the rules, my skate style pretty much is the rules, and I said that from the day one, because I was big on keeping it left right, coming out of my strides on the right foot, because I didn't want to mess up nobody behind me. So I took pride in that, and I just felt like it was destined, and yeah, man.
Facts. Who was your biggest competition, and why?
All right, so I'm gonna say my biggest competition. I'm gonna say it was Ghost from Dayton, just off the strength of I watched his battle with Slide, and I didn't expect it to go the way it went, and it kind of, I ain't gonna say it just shocked me, and it just made me think I had something that I needed to prepare for finally. A lot of things just felt like a breeze. And that was one of the battles where I was like, okay, let me make sure I'm on my game right now. I don't want to get caught slipping, So it was more so not necessarily in the battle that was difficult. It was more so like just the preparation was different. The environment, the feeling was different, and that's what made it. That it was just more of a mind game, but I was able to overcome that. But that was definitely, and it wasn't. It was still tougher than the other battles on the skate floor. So Ghost was definitely, and salute to Ghost. He's not even he's not a local. He's a Dayton skater, and he's been able to master striding for himself and keep on growing. And he puts on for the stride community, and we appreciate that.
That's a fact. Big shout out to Ghost.
And shout out to the underground party coming up too.
Anybody, any people you can name that helped you come up? I remember you saying the whole cloning and what have you, and I can even name somebody that I emulated, and he's in my top 3.
Yeah.
So like, who can you name?
So there's skaters. A lot of people aided me in different ways. So when I started off skating, when I officially got a Chicago skate, it had clay wheels on it, and at that time I was a probie for CCP, And you know, I've just always been real intertwined with the mechanics, knowing what I needed to do certain things. And you know, the OG Tony twin, Dale's brother, he blessed me with my first wheels that had grip. And I was always telling people, you know, when I get some, I can't do these things, I can't come around these turns, I'm slipping, I need some grip. And they like, no, man, you could do it. You just got to lean. You got to sit. I'm like, I'm telling you. As soon as that man, Tony, he gave me some Fomac Mini Max black wheels. They don't even make them no more. I started going crazy. As soon as I put those wheels on, I messed up cornbread. OG cornbread. And I was two years into the game, maybe. Just going forward with that, you know, I was very inspired by Master G. Master G is one of my favorite skaters. I always wanted to skate like him, and you might see it in me a little bit sometimes. But then I just found my own lane, and you know, I throw it all together, and I'm so diverse when it comes to striding. You see a little bit of everybody.
As
so
you should.
I just throw some names out there to make it quick. You know, like I said, you got West Jigs, you got Master G, you got Daryl, not Lil Daryl. Lil Daryl.
Talking about Bub or
No, Lil
Daryl.
Lil Daryl. And Bubba too. You know, they all inspired me because it's like I just always wanted that OG stride look. Like, you know, there's a new generation stride look, and then there's an OG stride look, and I just thrive on just having that OG style. And you know, to me they the funkiest of them all. So, you know, they all played a big part in my stride life, and they still play a big part to this day. You know, I watch a lot of film, I watch a lot in person, and I just take it and make it my own. A lot of it.
Any advice you have for the rookies?
Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to your friends. You know, don't limit yourself to your friends. Don't think you can't come skate with us. Don't think you can't go skate with the best of them. You know, just be more, reach out more. And, you know, a lot of new skaters are secluded to their friend groups.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're the best in their friend group. So they feel like they're on top of their game. But there's a whole community that you're not allowing yourself to open up to because
and challenge yourself with.
Yeah, because you're living on that throne of being the best one out of your friends, and you only skating with them. Venture off, man. Skate with the OGs. Skate with everybody. Skate with the people who've been doing this. And we're not here to mess you up. That's not the point. You have to understand. Following us is how you learn. Following, watching film, and practicing. That's how you learn. And it's part of the culture. And it's not all about the skate moves. It's not all about comboing everything together. Sometimes you just gotta roll. You don't find your smoothness from doing all these combo moves. You have to have a platform that you stride on, and that base is what the word is. You have to have a base. You don't get a base by comboing all these moves together. You watch any film, you don't see us comboing all these moves. You see us rolling straight line. We're not skating at people and throwing a cut and trying to run people into people. We make cuts to get out the way.
And it's adapting. It's instinct.
It's instinct. You adapt to the crowd. We don't purposely skate at people and cut left, cut right. We skating, we dipping through the crowd. We just weaving. Somebody comes in, sharp cut because they came in. Like that's how it needs to be.
I mean, mathematically speaking, imagine a night like Icy Hot. What do you expect people to do besides cut left, cut right? Because there's people going slower than you, faster than you. You either have to skate super straight on the outside, or you can't do what we naturally do, and that's use our instincts.
See, it don't matter how big the crowd is. There's always an open lane.
Amen.
There's always an open lane. And
Amen.
You, as a leader, you got to find the hole, and you have to mathematically make that decision if your whole line can make it. The shorter your line is, the sharper the cuts you can make. The longer your line is, the less of tighter cuts you need to be making. You need to be, if all those people are in the way, you need to ride the outside. You can still dip around, but your cuts need to be snake-like. You don't want to be making not sharp, like triangle corners, and you don't want to be making those type of cuts with a long line, and you got to recognize that.
Because that chain reaction is not going to be the same for the person behind
it's
you,
not.
the person behind them.
It's gonna be a train wreck. It's gonna be that's where pileups happen. But like I said, it don't matter how big the crowd is. We gonna find a way through. We get skinny. We get skinny, bro.
Be
Like,
water, my friend.
yeah, we get skinny. If you can't make it through, it's because you can't make it through. I don't do no cuts that are one man cuts. I make sure my whole team can make it through. I'm all about looking good together. And to the rookies as well, it's not about breaking people off. It's about looking good. It's a cherry on top to break somebody off. But can you look good? And if you're not leading and you're the second man back, can you make the person leading look good? That's a thing too. Being that second man, third man back, those are important positions.
Maintaining the line.
Maintaining the line and that, in sync, making it look good. Like, you got to make it look good, and that's what it's all about. Like, just being a unit.
Fire.
Straight up.
I think you already answered that one. Oh, yeah, okay. We off the JT, man. I appreciate you.
For sure.
DJ JT.
What's happening?
How long you been striding?
Probably somewhere around 10, 12 years.
10, 12 years? Decade plus. Man. How long you been DJing?
I started DJing around, it was about 2013, 2014. That's when Mom's bought me my first set of turntables. And ever since then, I took off with it. But
Damn near a decade with both of them.
we started off, it was actually me, DJ Tech, and Vegas. That was the neighborhood group. That's what we used to do. Go into each other's basement, DJ.
Dang. It's a small world, man.
No laptop.
It's a small,
Yeah.
right.
Just a USB driving some CDs.
That's wild, man. Different type of memory.
Yeah.
How long you known these two?
Oh, I've known them for some time. Probably,
It's like middle school.
man.
Everything's a
Damn.
decade plus, it sounds like.
16.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Almost 20.
Kids. Y'all was kids.
It's been a while. I was probably 14 when I first started skating.
Who's the oldest out of y'all? Okay.
Yeah,
Grandpa
that's
Slide.
Pops over there.
The drunken master.
That makes sense. You've done some adult sets up at Skate Zone 71. How was those for you? You did one Sunday. You did a Sunday, and you just did one on Friday.
Yeah, it's past Friday. I'm gonna start with the Sunday with Deshaun. Shout out to him for giving me the opportunity to spin with him. So my ultimate goal that night was just to come in and play something different, give everybody a different vibe, and that's exactly what I did. It's different music to the average person, so you can't just throw new music at everybody and expect something out of them. You got to see a reaction out of them. So if they see like these two right here striding hard to a song that nobody's ever heard before, they're like, oh damn, maybe I can get right with this. I see somebody else banging to it. That's how new music has to be introduced.
It's a chain reaction. It can be a chain reaction. I could definitely feel that. How was that Friday?
So the Friday, it wasn't bad. It didn't turn. It was a nice little crowd.
I heard it was
new
a mix.
skaters. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of new skaters there, rental skates, and then a lot of
Butters.
NBK showed up.
Ah.
Yeah, peanut butters, butterscotches, all the butters.
That's what's up, man. Dealing with that crowd, man. I would say that's the most diverse crowd. I feel like, we mostly one-sided in the Mecca. You know what I'm saying? You play something down our lane, we're going to get down to it. But, up north, it's a lot more diverse, I'll say.
Yeah, it's different up there. I'm used to straight stride music. And I go up there, it's like, okay, it's a different vibe up here. You got JB music playing, house music. See, when I grew up skating, I never knew they was playing house in the skating rink. Until Deshaun started playing some house music, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what they doing now. See everybody in the middle getting busy. Like, I've never seen that before. That's new.
Okay. Yeah, man. We're going to see what 2024 brings for DJ JT, man. It's going to be crazy. What are some of your goals as a DJ coming into the skate culture?
My ultimate goal is to I want to bring the Stride Nation back together. Everybody's too
Through
know,
through the music.
Well, it's not. I wouldn't even say it's the music. Everybody's just like separated. We're not together no more. So I know there's other cultures and different types of styles that's out there, but we're in Columbus. So when we have parties like Icy Hot and your party for say, they want to see Stride and they come in here to see us. So give us some Stride music. Let us work our legs so by the time it comes time for these parties, we can show out. It's like conditioning and training throughout the year for one day out of the year.
Yeah, it's our moment here at home. Other than that, we do, as far as everybody's involved, yeah, our influence has to go on the road just like everybody else. That's dope, man. DJ JT. Last. Oh, okay. Real quick. We're gonna go to a break before we get to Slide. Icy Hot Champion. Ah. How you feel about defending your title, man?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel good, man.
Nervous?
Nah, hell nah, man. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'm already knowing. I'm not taking no prisoners. We not going. I want the fucking belt.
We back with the final NBK questions. Slide. Icy Hot Champ.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Battle with Ghost.
Man.
How you feel about defending your title, man?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel good, man.
Nervous?
Nah, hell nah, man. Come on, man. It's all fun for me. But,
People can be nervous and
But it's fun with Ghost because it's actually backwards for me. I'm actually excited because it's a challenge. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I did beat myself last battle. But, it's just another chance to show out, man. And shout out to Ghost, too, man, because he one of the hardest striders I know for real, and he's not even he's not local. He's not local. And but the way that he skates, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out for him and his skill.
That's a fact.
I do feel like it's the right battle. I feel like it's definitely well deserved for him. He was my first battle. So, we got history for real for the SBA stuff, So it's gonna be fun, man. We about to show out. Icy Hot. It's gotta be cold and hot.
Yeah. Well, him being the last battle and you lost, how you feeling coming off of that,
Oh man, I'm coming back with some smoke. I can't go out like that. We hard rollers, man. So it's friendly competition, brotherly competition, but I'm coming hard, especially after the slip. Pause. This guy.
Get him. He had to do it.
Hey, bro. Pause. On the double. On the double.
This is a new arena, man. This is a new arena. I'm gonna experience this just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? He can't let it go.
He can't let it go. It just.
How you feeling? How you feeling about it being up north? Being in the middle.
Man, it's low key about to be different. I ain't gonna lie, just because of the. I don't know if I'm a fan of the city. Like, I don't know. That's why I actually wanted to kind of see if I could ask you a question as far as like when the battle does go on. I wonder, are we going to have the crowd inside the circle or are they going to be outside the circle when watching?
We're going to talk about that. Crowd control is the last question that needs to be answered to the best of what we can do with a crowd like that. You know what I mean?
But that was honestly, other than that though, I feel like it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun.
I feel like with us being, let's just say, the street style that we having something that's called the jungle, where all we do is really just challenge the fuck out of ourselves, in my opinion. I feel like we can change arenas like this because our style is adaptive. Our style is not routine. We adapt to the floor. If it's an open floor, we're gonna use it like it's an open floor. If it's tight, we're gonna be moving like, saying guerrilla warfare. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be like we gotta do it like this. We're gonna be over here, then we're gonna bounce over here. Oh, there's an opening. So that's our instinct. So I feel like it's possible either way. But just to answer your question, we're going to do crowd control to the best of our ability. I can't say that it's going to be clear, like just clear, but there's not going to be any interference. That's one thing I can guarantee. There will be no interference. Everything else is up to y'all. That's the best way I could say it.
Gonna begin.
Just my little piece, when everybody had a problem with the ring, when not everybody, but people had a problem with the ring, like, man, we want to use the whole floor.
Back when we was only doing one circle.
Yeah, man, like,
that
so
was
it's
fire.
like
that was actually better.
So it's like it's
One
more
circle,
challenging,
bro.
Well, it was two. It was two.
No.
It was two.
We
We use
did-
three now. We use three
you-
now. So it was two. We switched it to three after the first classic. Our battle was, if I remember, was our first 3-ring battle. That was the first Strata Classic. when we
Sorry,
was
y'all.
battling.
I've been here a long time. Shout out to Rollup.
So, yeah, but even at that was like me saying like, okay, we have to challenge ourselves to this whole thing because we already challenge ourselves with everything else, and I want this to be limiting to the point that it expands our skills.
Right.
So
I'm with all that.
So I can't wait to see how it all looks because it's like it's a party and you don't know what's going to happen. So I can't wait. Period. But I said Ghost. I asked you about Ghost and all of that. So I mean, what do you think the score is going to be for this battle? Round for round. Is this going to be a 30?
I mean,
this is an SBA battle. Okay. This is a SBA.
I'm definitely
battle.
shooting for a 3-0, but no less than a 2-1.
No less than a 2-1.
No less than a 2-1.
I'm about to pick your brain a little bit, being me. Where do you think you're gonna have him? You think deduction's gonna come from, sprawling, traveling, because, all his battles have been tight. Y'all's battle was tight. It was a tight ass battle. Just the things, those small things like the whole breaking strategy, that was a big thing. But then you used it on him, so it was like, okay, well, it was like tied as far as that part of it goes. So I'm like,
mine, like Vegas said, I'm honestly not a critiquer, bro. Honestly, just I feel the rhythm when I go into it. If I were to try to touch on that, I mean, that's just all the critiquing that has to do with me. I feel like where I was falling short at is where I'm critiquing at. So, and of course I'm adding things, but I don't know, man. Just making your weak points strong points.
Yeah, strengthen your weaknesses. Yeah.
I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, you're not gonna give him your training. Yeah,
but it's just a lot of things that will make you can make your opponent feel awkward.
Yeah,
it's just touch on the spots that they never thought about touching. Pause. I can't help it, bro. We do this all the time. I can't help it.
Touching on spots.
Like as far as like areas when you as far as like areas when you skating at, bro. Like as far as your skill, bro. Like
this is gonna be beautiful. This is gonna be
bro.
This is gonna be a beautiful playback,
bro. Y'all tripping, bro.
It'd be different if he was looking in your eyes, like,
bro. It's always be
touching
doing
on
this,
spots.
bro. Bro.
That's his whole strategy. Just
that's how you gonna get it.
yeah.
gonna get a travel or a double.
Nah,
That's how you get your cutty.
nah. I'm just not trying to,
You gotta post this.
bro.
Those spots.
Hey,
This has to go up.
hey,
Mercy.
hey.
Touching on the spots.
But nah. Like, so for an example, some people are comfortable going to the right all the time.
That's a fact. Well,
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely understand.
Some people are comfortable in doing a lot of things that they do. That's why I can't really go deep into what I'm saying because that's
Yeah.
going to end up telling my shit. But what I'm saying is, I just see weak spots.
Mm-hmm. And that's what
I'm
you
gonna-
attacking.
And I'm going to attack on his weak spots. Pause. Bro, Jesus Christ.
He's making it difficult.
Tell this
He's making
nigga.
it very difficult.
Tell him chill out, bro. Tell him chill, bro.
I got you though. I got you.
Oh,
I definitely
bro.
understand.
But
This is definitely going to be an interesting battle, to say the least. The instincts between y'all two, the history between y'all two. You won first, he won second. This being the last, a title being on the line. The crowd. This is going to be literally probably the biggest crowd that we've ever faced in SBA, period. All of this weighs in because, we have our own energies, but we can't control the energy around us. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I was going to touch on. Like you said, you're not nervous, but oddly enough, I get nervous majority of times I go to the ring.
I feel like it's a mental thing with me.
Mm-hmm.
I like I said, I mean, this is genuine, and I genuinely don't just say that. I genuinely mean this is fun for me.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like in my mind, I'm already I'm stamped. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've
Like,
arrived, basically. You ready.
I am who I am, no matter this belt or not. But this belt does add, it's a friendly competition, bro. Everybody wants a trophy. You know what I mean? It's all fun, but like you said, it still gives you that little like, nah, I want the trophy. Nah, I want.
It gives you that extra effort.
I want
yeah.
the trophy. I want the trophy. So it adds a little steam to your, you know what I mean? But as far as this is genuinely fun. I enjoy going against my fellow skate brothers. You know what I'm saying? Just sharpen. You know what I mean? Iron sharpen iron. So I don't know. Other than that, like I said, I feel like everybody has their own channel. Besides this, it's up to you where you go as far as, your skate career, as far as what you do.
Sounds like Ghost got to figure. Sounds like Sly got to figure it out. Regardless,
So,
this is all a part of his craft.
Yeah, it's a big picture. It's not just
This battle. It's not just this battle.
No, they know this. That's the reason why. I appreciate. I tell them I appreciate them all the time. But I tell them just because of how hard they go for NBK, they see what I'm talking about. Like, it's possible what I'm talking about. The vision is very possible. So,
all right, real quick, just to throw a little spice in there, because in reality, you going for that title too.
Yep. That's what I said.
That's why it's fun.
Everybody thinks it's some people are so tunnel vision, they don't really understand how much fun NBK is having with SBA battling. Like, it has nothing to do with pride, my fellow brothers. I don't know. I know some people feel like it does, but it doesn't. This is generally like playing Smear the Queer. in the you know what I mean?
Back in the
rec.
day.
Yeah, this is we used to do shake and bake back in the day. This is just
Chicago.
Yeah, regulated shake and bake, dude. This is, just added rules to it. You know what I mean? Challenge your mindset, you know what I mean, as far as you being within the rules but still doing what you want to do. That's why I love it. I love
Another
the
way of
challenge.
sharpening.
Yep.
Another way of challenging.
Another way. That's a great way to put it. Another way of sharpening your knife.
Because now you have something to put it up against.
Yeah.
The NBA is the standard.
Yeah.
So from a child, you like, I'm gonna pick up this basketball and I'm gonna play hoop sessions. I'm a AAU. I mean, you know the game. So it's like there's a whole road. And I guess what the SBA does is just add to your road as being the best strider you can be.
And just off GP, I'm a competitive athlete before skating.
Period. Yeah.
I played football. You know what I'm saying? We all play sports. So SBA just it kind of helped replace the competitiveness from our sports that we kind of stopped
Rekindle,
playing.
kinda.
We still play them.
Yeah. Right.
Not professionally no more. So it's just
Now you
changed it.
here.
Yeah. Now we skating. We take that same drive, that same, how hungry we are. We take that and we put it in skating, and we trying to take it to another level where nobody ever thought it would go. For sure that the OGs would be proud of, and we'll be able to say, we didn't do that, but these young cats, they holding it down for us. It's just the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is our livelihood, and it's not going to stop from your kids to my kids.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say shout out to the babies, because that's what we really want to keep going. Even my kids, to everybody who has kids, we want them to keep going.
Baby killers. The baby killers.
Yeah. Oh, man. It can be a whole lot of them. It ain't even got to be our kids, but it's going to be a whole lot of them. Just the culture of coming. Village killers, yeah. And it take a village to raise baby killers too.
Yeah,
it's kind of forcing all the older people to become killers too. Everybody's a natural born killer in their own way. For real.
Better believe I'm killing shit.
Yeah, on everything. That's being super black man. You know what I mean? Superman in general. Being a father, being everything.
NBK, natural born killers. What's up, Vegas?
I'm going to just say this, man. As the SBA champion, and just as me, myself, I say this even without... You got something in your throat, man? All right, listen. Hey, it is what it is. I think I'm one of the last undefeated people. And, I don't plan on tabbing on a loss. So, I hear a lot of people, OGs, and Tall Brian coming to me all the time, say he's going to come take this belt.
Battle first.
Bubba said he going to take my belt. Slide said he going to take my belt. Ghost said he going to take my belt. Everybody say they coming for this belt, man. But listen, I'm not even the type to tell you got to go through somebody before you get to me. But just be real with yourself. Like, I'm no slouch. I'm humble. But I'm not losing this belt. I don't care who comes for it. I'm here to crush dreams. I'm here to crush dreams in the most humble way. And like I said, I respect, shout out to SBA and Rollup, because, for this new generation, this is what they got to look up to. This is what they see. I can only imagine as a 16-year-old kid logging online and seeing these battles, and just wanting to be a part of that. Seeing the best skaters of them all versus what we had was just, distorted video and footage of just,
VHSs.
Not even focused cameras, no stabilization, of just footwork. That's what we had. That was amazing to us. And, the SBA that we got was, friendly challenges coming up like, oh, you don't want this work, let's get it. And they just going in. That was the SBA back in the day. It was just in live real time in the crowd, no matter what. And another thing I want people to know, if it's anything that I can tell you, is don't allow SBA to take you away from your street ball. That is not, SBA is not the standard of the stride community. It's the standard of SBA.
Period. And
when you're striding out there, don't feel like you have to follow those rules. Doubling don't matter, double and jack leg and all that. Do what you do. Don't let this institutionalize you. Be yourself. And I've become one of those people as my, that's why I say that. And I had this conversation with Slide. Like, we got to take it back to the street, SBA, we leave it at SBA. But we got to take the street back to the street. And nobody's going to tell me, oh, I'll be damned if somebody be like, oh, you double jack leg.
Yeah, well,
this
on
the
a- on
street,
adult
man.
night.
This the street, man. Like, take it back to the street, and that's what we about to do.
Yeah,
know?
if you sparring with somebody, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but no,
But it's just a regular night. We shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we gonna do. With 2024, we gonna take it back to the street. You know, I'm big on that, and I want to bring that back because, you know, that is a part of our culture. You know, it kind of limits us not being able to do those things in SBA, but I don't want that to become striding in full.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
You know, I just want people to know that there is a difference. There is a difference, and it's okay. It's okay to do those things. It's cool to work on your SBA skills and just have that discipline when it comes to time to do it. But just be free. When you're on that skate floor, you're not battling nobody. Just be free. Be free, and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, you ain't got to train to come on a Sunday. You ain't got to train to do none of that. But you might have to train to meet the standard that we have in our regulation.
Exactly.
Have fun, enjoy yourself. NBK, Vegas the champ, SBA, Slide the champ, Icy Hot, DJ JT. He's about to take it by storm, man.
Icy Hot 2025. That's gonna be mine.
Hey, we're going to get in. We're going to talk about what it takes. We're going on different episodes. We're going to talk about what it takes to actually be a contender for that belt,
You're not
too.
safe. That belt's
Hey.
not safe.
This is the Rollup Lounge.
Done, bro. I'm done. I'm done, bro. Cut the video.